Let's understand Nebensätze.
It translates in English as subordinate clause. So in English, a subordinate clause is a clause that it cannot be on its own. It has to be with something else. And the way I'm remembering that now is when I think of subordinate, I think of there's a boss and then there's someone below them. And then when I think of clause, I think of Santa Claus. So how I like to remember is if this sentence can't be on its own, it's a bit like Santa, he has to have his elves. Because without the elves, who does all the presents? Although it's raining outside, I am going for a walk.
Obwohl es draußen regnet, mache ich einen Spaziergang.
It has to have another sentence with it for it to make sense. Although it's raining outside, I'm going for a walk. But I'm going for a walk is a regular clause because ich mache einen Spaziergang, you can say on its own. Does that make sense? It finally clicked in my brain. Often with subordinate clauses, you will have a word that will connect the one clause to the other, the subordinate to the regular clause. And these are called conjunctions.
Konjunktionen. Oh ja.
It gives more possibilities. Connects them.
Just think of driving on a junction.
Get out the way.
Conjunction. Get
Check
it?
out my Volkswagen. Examples of ones I'm sure you've come across.
Ich mache mir Sorgen, weil ich ein kaputtes Auto fahre.
Or you can use als.
Als ich jünger war, habe ich in Schottland gewohnt.
So the subordinate clause doesn't always have to go to the end of the sentence. It can go to the beginning or the middle as well. But I hope that makes sense. A couple more conjunctions I'm trying to understand and use are sobald, soweit, and so wie, and sofern.
Any gorgeous German speakers out there, please write in the comments some suggestions so we can practice them all together. Maybe I'll use them in my next video.
Remember, Santa can't be without his elves, that Nebensätze can't be without another sentence, and we use the conjunctions to connect one sentence with another. So a task for you today would be, can you do some homework to write 3 sentences of your own, very basic with the Nebensätze, and then later on in this week I'm going to try and work out how to tackle
Relative pronoun.